Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is March 5th, 2021. It is the last trading day of week number 9, and I'm going to just jump straight to it. The markets are green right now, but we don't know for how long. There's a couple trades I want to do right away. I have a Tesla trade that I opened yesterday, and part of my series on how to make money with $1,000 or $2,000 is how to do a trade that's 1 day, 2 days of risk. It's actually 0 through 1 day of risk, but let's put that on right now. So I'm going to jump straight into E-Trade. So here's the trade that I'm looking at. I'm going to show you Power E-Trade and show you the odds. I load up E-Trade, put in Tesla, make sure you select the right date. It expires today. So what I'm looking at is something like this. On the downside risk, it's 6% of happening. And you see it's still trending down right now. And on the upside, I was thinking about picking something like a 685 chance of happening. Now, by the time I put this trade in, I may have to adjust it based on what happens here. But if you look at this, look at the deltas. One delta, 4% chance of happening, and on the downside risk, it's the same thing. I'm picking something really small. The delta is a 7 with a 5% chance of happening. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm going to put this in. It's $600. There's an 85-point move up. If it goes down, it needs to drop another $70 from here. So I'm going to put this on. I'll collect another $79. I'll show you what this means. In this particular portfolio, you see the impact is a $2,000 impact to my buying power. So that's what it means. Let's put this on. Okay, the Tesla trade went across. I'll show you real quick. There you go. You see it right there. And the way you make money on this is really the time decay. They run out of time to cross the either the short put or the short call on my Iron Condor. So that's what happens with this type of trade. You want it to run out of time. You only lose when it crosses the 530 or the 685. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm just going to wait for time. And yesterday I threw on this trade, and you saw that in my video. This one is a lot more closer, and based on the market price today, I'm going to now add on the other components. So this was the put leg. Now I'm going to throw on a credit spread on E-Trade to show you what I would do. Make sure you pick the same date. And so what I'm doing now is I'm completing the Iron Condor on this side. And on this one, I'm actually going to go a little bit higher risk because I already have this is already a higher risk to begin with. So I'm going to try to I don't want to say compensate, but it's closer. It's closer to this side, so I don't need to go farther out than my last one I just did. So I may do something like this, a 670, and this is a 10 wide. So I also need to make this a 10 wide. So I'll collect. Oh, I did that wrong. This needs to be a 670, and this needs to be a 680. And there you go. So I'll collect another 10 or 20 cents for that. Let me think about this. If I do the math, if you add 12 back in, that will put it to 630. So I may actually want to go even a little bit lower. So let's go a little bit lower, $5. I want to make sure that the credit I'm receiving it's worth the risk. And I need to match the number of contracts. So this one needs to also be 2. I'll do a net credit. We'll try for 22 cents first, and then we'll move it down. And I'm going to show you the impact. There should be 0 impact to my account because the buying power is already taken out from your broker yesterday. And you see this? It was already taken out. I wanted to see the movement because if it went up, I would have created farther away. Because it's down, I'm creating a little bit closer away. So I'm adding another $40. I already collected 40 yesterday, so I'm collecting another 40 now. Now this one's a little bit more narrow, so there's a higher risk. But I collected money on my other one to sort of help pay for this one if I made a mistake. So that's sort of the concept. And you'll see here, I need this to go through. It doesn't cost me anything. And remember, okay, it's dropping now. Let me just see what happened. I want to refresh this to make sure the quotes are right. It is right. It's starting to drop. So I'm okay with this. But you see the credit is starting to drop. Let's see, can I get 19 cents for it? Oh, so on this one, you know what I want to do? I may even narrow it even closer because this one I do have a higher risk. So let me try to fix this. Let me see what I want to do here. So I put on the trade. It just needs to get executed. I did lower it by $5. Let's try to get this across. As you can see, Tesla did go across. I'll show you real quick. The Tesla trade went across. Here you go. So I completed my Iron Condor on that account also. I'm just going to delete these things here. So now it's just a sit and wait. You want to make sure it stays between 260 and 660 is what I did. And remember, I have two other ones that are a little bit wider, so I don't really care. If one of them is being tested, then you know the other one's in trouble too. So that's really the easiest way to manage it. So I have two sets of Tesla trades now. And obviously my goal is try to make the 40 or 50 bucks pretty quickly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just cleaning these things out here. Let's see what else I can put on today. And the next thing I just did is I roll this out. This is in the money. This is a cash secure put that's in the money. I rolled it out, lowered it one bucket. These moved by $2.50. That was the only choice I had. So I had to move it out to a July, but I collected another 70 cents for it. And I basically saying I agreed to buy it instead of at $17.50. I agreed to buy it at $15 a share. So that's not a bad thing, and I collected a premium for that. And here's what the Tesla trade looks like today. You see I put this on yesterday for a measly 20 cents, and you can see how wide it is now because it is being tested. Tesla is at 592. So you're still $30 away. So what happened is at some point in the day when if the movement sort of slows down or flattens out, you're running out of time and this starts dropping pretty quick. But I wanted to show you that because if you don't see that, it's really hard to say, look, you took a 20 cents risk and now if you close it, you can lose 95 cents, right, for each contract. And I only made a little bit on this side, so you can see I only made a couple cents on that side. I'm going to wait. I want time to do its thing because the market is already down. And if the market stays flat, I don't even need it to be positive or green. You just need it to stay flat and let time do its thing. So I'm going to be patient and wait. And this could be the last trade that went across. I finally did roll this. You see how this has zero value? It's going to expire worthless today. I just moved it out one more week, collected another $32 to roll this out, and that's all I did. And you'll see here in my portfolio, that's what it looks like now afterwards. If you look at the video that I had if you just go back to the beginning of the video, you will see that it was a March 5th contract. I just rolled it out right now. I couldn't even roll it down to collect a premium. There's not enough IV on that to make money, so I just rolled it out 1 week. So I think that's it for today. The market, I just need it to stay flat. I don't need it to go up or down. If it stays flat, I think we're fine with all the trades that we put in. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what's going on with what you're doing. Comment below. Share with me how's your trading week. If you're seeing too much red in your portfolio, it may mean that you have too much risk. What you want to do is always manage the risk and manage the positions. Again, nobody knows where markets go. We expect it to be volatile. We expect it to go up. We expect it to go down. Thanks for watching. As always, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time and have a profitable week. Bye-bye.